First time I meet you today. So I wanted to let you know it definitely is an honor for me to meet you.
Likewise.
Just tell me, introduce yourself first before I start asking you a few questions.
George Rodriguez, with the original New Swing, we started way back in 1965. We did our first big show at the New York World's Fair, which was, that shows you how long ago that was, 1965. The Singer Bowl. We weren't a headline act or anything like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. It may even have been a talent show or something, but we had just started the band that year. So for us, that was a big deal. We might have played maybe 1 or 2 dates before the World's Fair, but that kind of is a memorable date. And also in terms of historical references, it kind of shows you how far back we go.
Wow. Okay, so the legendary Grammy-nominated New Swing Sextet. I have to say that because that's where nowadays that's what you see.
That's what you see, yeah.
On everything, So, and you've been nominated one time for a Grammy, right? Mm-hmm. And that, what was the production that
Back
won
on the
that
Streets.
Nominated?
Yeah, and
Back on the Streets.
That was the name of the and what happened is that the band broke up in 1979, 1980, someplace kind of fuzzy in between there. At that time, I was like 33 years old, and I stopped playing because I thought that there was a new wave of musicians coming on, and I thought I had already gotten too old musically for the scene.
Right.
I said, well, we had done 4 records at that time. I mean, nice little productions, but I wasn't crazy about the production values or anything. And the band had a nice run because we were a great live band, not because of the records, So by that time, I just got tired of playing, and I thought that that I was done with it. And I mean, fast forward about 20 years, and the guys wanted to do something, and I remember that I was scared to do it because my vibes were in the basement gathering dust, and finally they convinced me. We had a rehearsal, and it was actually I was surprised, maybe because we had played so many gigs, the sound was still pretty. So we started kicking around, and when we were doing a gig at the South Street Seaport. Most of the guys from New Swing, but as an instrumental band, like playing under the radar, if you will. And this is like 2004 or something like that. And DJ Henry Knowles.
I know him.
Yeah, people that know Henry, he's a worldwide salsa DJ.
I actually had him I produced events in Richmond, Virginia, and I had him as a guest DJ at one of my events.
That's right. Henry used to DJ at the Royals, a place that we played at in the late 70s, and I guess I don't remember him personally. It was close to the time that we stopped playing. So he left the card, and he wanted when we got in contact with him, he wanted to know, are you guys the guys that recorded My Favorite Things and this? And we said, yeah, but it was weird because My Favorite Things was the tune that we did on our 3rd record, and it was like a throwaway. It was, we didn't plan it to be anything, we just kind of in the studio, we had this idea.
Was that an original?
No, it was from the
cover,
Sound of Music.
The cover, okay.
Yeah, cover. But the version is original enough that it had its own style, and we maybe played that tune for a year or 2, and we hadn't played it in like forever. So when he said, are you the guys for My Favorite Things? It's like, yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? He says, well, I'm a world DJ now, and people are asking me for that all over Europe, and I wanted to make sure that it's you guys.
Wow.
And yeah, it's us.
So did he like kickstart you?
Yes. Yeah,
you absolutely. Guys again?
He's the guy who he brought us to the world.
When was that? What year was that?
2004, when we met him, and he had a club in the city called Flamengo, downtown.
I remember him.
Yeah, so he took us. He said, I'd like to book you at my club. At that time he actually gave us a plaque for 40th anniversary. You know, this past year we just did our 50th, and while we were at the club, and he started telling us, look, I'm involved with all of these things worldwide, and I'm talking to people, and not everybody remembers you guys, but the people that do said, no, they're not playing anymore, and if they sound so good, how come they haven't recorded in 35 years at that time? Because this was 2004, 2005, and our last record was out in 1971. So Henry said we probably need to address that. So we tried to address it, and we weren't looking to do a fancy record or anything. We just knew we needed to do something. So we kind of booked some time, and we just said, let's put a record out, and we'll use it, if nothing else, we'll use it for promotional purposes. And lo and behold, I get a call midnight after 2 in the morning, sometime in December, bro, you guys been nominated for a Grammy.
Really? That was...
completar mi felicidad. Es una negra que no consigo ni en un rincón de la capital. Yo quisiera tener un querer para siempre tener esta vida que llevo. Yo quisiera que mi perro y mi gallina, mi vaca y mi cochina vieran una mujer. Pero ¿qué voy a hacer si yo soy campesino? Seguiré mi camino.
An amazing time there because you're at the show, and I don't, for the same reason that you, I don't watch the Grammys too much. It's just the music has just become too cookie cutter. I mean, there's some great music, but far and few between. I'm not but the year that we were there, we saw Paul McCartney perform. We saw Stevie Wonder perform. We saw Jamie Foxx perform. I mean, there was so many great acts. And we saw them, man, wow.
That's a great experience.
Yeah, what a great experience, you know. And the after party was nice too. I mean, we were hanging out with everybody, so it was a really wonderful experience for us. And
okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this interview up. I think it was good. Again, I appreciate George, the time that you gave me today. I really appreciate it. Not only for the VIA's testimonial, but for the questions, hanging out with you, and again, thank you. And New Swing Sextet.
My name is Harry Justiniano. Get ready to go back to Las Villas.
Tonight, I wanna hear you say we were meant to last forever and a day. Your love, I can feel it in my soul. There's never been a moment quite like this, so baby, hold on. Let's strip the lights, fantastic girl, it's you that I've been waiting for.